Level Up Your English, Level Up Your Life, English listening practice podcast on real life situations to help you learn naturally and improve in all areas of life.
Have you ever looked at someone else's success and felt like you're falling behind? Maybe a friend just got a promotion or someone on social media is living a life that seems perfect. It's frustrating, right? You start questioning yourself. Am I doing enough? Am I good enough?
It's so easy to fall into that trap. We see the highlight reels of other people's lives and compare them to our own behind the scenes struggles. And suddenly our own journey feels insignificant.
But what if I told you that comparing yourself to others is the fastest way to lose sight of your own path, that you already have everything you need to succeed, if only you focus on your own journey?
Today, we're going to show you exactly how. Welcome to Level Up English, where we help you improve your English while also leveling up your mindset, productivity, and success.
I'm Grace.
And I'm Logan. And today we're diving deep into how to stop comparing yourself to others, focus on what truly matters, and achieve your biggest goals.
And don't forget, we have our vocabulary expert, Samantha, joining us later in the episode to break down key English words and phrases related to today's topic.
So stay with us till the end. And if you love what we do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Level Up English for more life-changing episodes. All right, let's talk about the problem. Why do we compare ourselves to others? Example, you're happy with your progress until you see someone else doing better. Suddenly, your achievements don't feel good enough anymore.
It's everywhere: social media, work, even among friends. Someone posts about their dream vacation, and suddenly your weekend at home feels boring. Someone gets a new car, and now your car feels outdated. We constantly measure our lives against others.
And let's be honest, does it actually help us? Or does it just make us feel discouraged, like we're always behind? Example, you were proud of your progress in learning English until you saw someone speaking fluently. And now you feel like you're not good enough.
That reminds me of Jake's story. Have you ever heard of him?
Oh, I love this story. But today, let's hear it from you. You always bring stories to life so beautifully.
Let me tell you about Jake. Jake had always been a hard worker. He had dreams of becoming a great musician, pouring hours into practice, writing songs, and improving his craft. Music wasn't just a hobby for him, it was his passion. The feeling of his fingers gliding over the guitar strings, the melodies forming in his mind. It all felt like magic. But no matter how much he practiced, it never felt like enough. Each time he logged onto social media, he saw other musicians, ones younger than him, getting record deals, performing on big stages, gaining thousands of followers. Their videos had millions of views, their music was on streaming charts, and they seemed to be living the dream he so desperately wanted. Each time he felt smaller. Why am I even trying? He thought. They're so far ahead of me. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Jake started skipping practice sessions. The music that once brought him joy now felt like a constant reminder of what he hadn't achieved. He watched as his guitar sat in the corner of his room, collecting dust. He wanted to pick it up, to play, but the doubt in his mind whispered, "What's the point?" Days turned into weeks. Every time he opened his phone, the comparisons flooded back in. That guy just got a record deal at 19. What am I doing with my life? He couldn't escape it. One evening, feeling completely defeated, Jake went to visit his grandfather, a retired pianist. He didn't even plan to talk about his struggles. He just needed to clear his head. But the moment his grandfather saw him, he knew something was wrong. "What's troubling you, Jake?" his grandfather asked gently. Jake hesitated before finally letting it all out. "I'm wasting my time. Other musicians my age are already successful, and I feel like I'll never catch up. Maybe I should just give up." His grandfather simply smiled, stood up, and motioned for Jake to follow him outside to the backyard. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the garden. His grandfather led him to a small clearing where two trees stood side by side, one a tall, sturdy oak tree, the other a delicate cherry blossom. "Look at these trees, Jake," his grandfather said, pointing at them. "Do you see them competing?" Jake frowned. "What kind of question is that?" "No, they're just growing," he said. His grandfather nodded. "Exactly. The oak tree doesn't rush to bloom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to be taller. They both grow at their own pace in their own way, and yet both are beautiful. Both have purpose." Jake stood there, letting the words sink in. His grandfather continued, "You're not behind. You're not failing. You're growing. Stop measuring your success by someone else's timeline." Something inside Jake shifted. He had spent so much time looking at other people's success that he had forgotten to nurture his own growth. That night, he went home and picked up his guitar, not to impress anyone, not to compare, but simply because he loved making music. He strummed a chord, then another. The familiar warmth of the music filled his heart again, and that changed everything.
Wow. That story really hits deep, Grace.
Jake's story is a reminder that our biggest competition isn't other people. It's who we were yesterday.
And now that we know how comparison can slow us down, let's explore how to break free from it.
We'll be breaking down some powerful strategies to help you focus on your own journey. Stay tuned, because this could change everything for you.
And hey, don't go anywhere. Samantha will join us soon with key vocabulary from today's story, so you can grow your English skills while you level up your mindset. Now that we know Jake's story, how do we apply it in our own lives? How do we stop comparing and start thriving?
How to stop comparing yourself and focus on your own journey. Here are 5 powerful strategies you can use today. Limit social media time. Stop feeding the comparison trap. We've all been there, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, watching other people's seemingly perfect lives. But remember, social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Example: Mia used to feel discouraged every time she saw influencers traveling the world while she was stuck in a 9-to-5 job. She decided to unfollow accounts that made her feel inadequate and replace them with pages that inspired personal growth. Now, she feels more in control of her own happiness. Action step: set daily screen time limits for social media apps. Replace mindless scrolling with something productive, like learning a new English phrase every day. Celebrate small wins. Recognize your own progress. Too often we downplay our progress because someone else is ahead of us. But success is built on small steps, not overnight miracles. Example: Carlos wanted to speak fluent English, but felt frustrated because his friend David was already fluent. Instead of giving up, he started celebrating his own milestones, learning 5 new words, having a 10-minute conversation, or understanding a movie without subtitles. Each small win kept him motivated. Action step: write down one small victory every day. Whether it's improving your English pronunciation or simply staying consistent with your goals, celebrate your progress. 3. Focus on your strengths. Embrace what makes you unique. Instead of worrying about what others have, take time to appreciate your own talents and strengths. You bring something valuable to the table that no one else can. Example: Sarah felt insecure because her coworkers were more outgoing and charismatic, but she realized that her strength was deep listening and problem solving, qualities that made her an excellent team player. Once she embraced her strengths, she became more confident. Action step: list 3 things that make you unique. What skills, experiences, or qualities set you apart? Use these as your foundation for success. 4. Practice gratitude. Shift your mindset from lack to abundance. When you focus on what you have, you stop worrying about what you don't. Gratitude helps you appreciate your own journey instead of envying others. Example: every morning, James writes down 3 things he's grateful for. This simple habit has transformed his mindset, making him more positive and less prone to comparisons. Instead of feeling behind, he feels blessed for what he has. Action step. Start a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you appreciate about your life every day. The more you practice gratitude, the less comparison will affect you. Set personal goals. Compete with yourself, not others. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Instead of chasing someone else's timeline, create goals based on your own path. Example: Daniel used to feel pressured because his friends were buying houses and starting businesses. But when he stopped comparing and focused on his own financial goals, he felt more in control. He set a goal to save a certain amount each month, and now he's making progress at his own pace. Action step. Define one personal goal today. Make it something that excites you, not something influenced by what others are doing.
And now let's bring Samantha back in to break down some important English vocabulary from today's episode. Vocabulary breakdown with Samantha.
Here are 10 key words and phrases from today's episode that will help you build your English vocabulary and mindset. Comparison, looking at others to judge your own progress. Example: Emma used to compare her English skills to her classmates, but then she realized that everyone learns at their own pace. Self-worth, the value you see in yourself. Liam stopped letting social media affect his self-worth. He knew that his value wasn't based on likes or followers. Growth mindset, the belief that you can improve with effort and learning. Example: instead of saying, "I can't speak English well," Alex developed a growth mindset and practiced daily. For perspective, the way you see and understand something. Example: changing her perspective, Mia started seeing failures as lessons rather than setbacks. Focus, directing your attention to what truly matters. Example: instead of getting distracted by what others were doing, Noah focused on his own goals. Inadequate, feeling like you're not good enough. Example: when Jake saw others succeeding, he felt inadequate, but then he reminded himself that everyone has their own journey. Celebrate small wins, appreciating even small progress to stay motivated. Example: every time Olivia learned a new English phrase, she celebrated her small win by writing it in her journal. 8. Limit social media time, reducing time spent online to avoid distractions or negative comparisons. Example: to stay productive, Daniel decided to limit his social media time to 30 minutes a day. 9. Gratitude, being thankful for what you have. Example: instead of feeling bad about what he lacked, Ethan practiced gratitude for the opportunities he had. Personal goals, setting goals based on your own journey, not others. Example: Sophia stopped copying others and focused on her personal goals, like improving her English one step at a time. Keep practicing these words and soon English will feel easy and natural. Back to you, Logan and Grace.
Thank you, Samantha. That was awesome. These words are super useful and will really help our listeners level up their English. And remember, your journey is yours alone. No one else can walk it for you. So embrace your pace, celebrate your progress, and trust that every step forward is a step toward greatness.
We believe in you. Your journey is unique, and you don't need to measure it against anyone else's.
And now it's time to take action. What's one way you'll focus on your own journey starting today? Drop your detailed answer in the comments below. Think of this as an exciting way to sharpen your English writing skills and take them to the next level.
And if you want to boost your English fluency, check out our lesson on 60 Daily Life, English phrases. These will help you sound more natural and confident in conversations. Plus, there's a free PDF for you. So click the video now, start practicing, and level up your English today.